On the touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He gets away from 1.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range. And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. Allen to throw once more. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later. Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down,
I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Allen Robinson, 43 yards.
And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start on the ground with Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a give to Breida. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
On second down now, Pollard. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now a give here to Pollard. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Operating from the red zone now. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Pollard down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Allen off the play fake. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 51 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Allen. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Breida. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. from midfield. Here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. And again, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Isaiah McKenzie, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Here's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Pollard. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen's throw is complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Allen to throw once more. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on second down. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0. Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
And losing in this wild card round, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. I like how you framed it. Building blocks, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the...
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3.